Happy Friday. Welcome into the studio. I'm joined with my dad across from me, Todd. I'm Hudson. And that's Johnny on the couch. And these are going to be our numbers. And then after this is going to be our in-depth numbers for the VO Marketing Pro Plus group that we run. You might have a question about what these numbers are for. So what we do here is we talk about kind of a general dive into our numbers about how many jobs we did, things that happened for our VO Marketing Pro group. Our VO Marketing Pro group is a bunch of voice actors, maybe like yourself, like Dad and I, who have more money than time, have maybe a website, have professional demos, have been doing voiceover for a while, and maybe want to get into the direct marketing game. What Johnny and Joe do is they send out emails on behalf of voiceover talents. You might be asking, well, what's the in-depth numbers that we do? That's for our VO Marketing Pro Plus group. What our VO Marketing Pro Plus group is a select few people, not a select few, but we do have maybe 10 people, would you say, in our group? It's a private Facebook page. We've got instant access to Dad and I. John can answer questions. We've been in voiceover for at least 3 years or more. And then it's also, you get 2 fireside chats a week. You get a question and answer with a kind of a, seminar, a topic that's brought by Dad. And that's just for the group that pays for it. So if you're interested in that, you're a struggling voiceover artist, maybe you want a group that can keep you accountable, whatever it is, you want to get into the direct marketing game yourself, then you can contact us at hudsonbarsness@yahoo.com and johnbarsness@vomarketingpro.com, or you can go to our website at vomarketingpro.com. So we got that out of the way. Let's get into our numbers and see how the VO Marketing Pro regular group did.
All right. First week back of sending out emails for the new year, 2024. 36 warm responses, 8 auditions, and 4 jobs reported. 2 for Deanna Johnston with recurring work, and 2 for Bill DeWeese, 1 recurring and 1 new. So
very nice.
That was it. We had a couple more that are just waiting to hear. They haven't confirmed with the client yet, so we don't want to jump the gun on those 2. Hopefully we'll be reporting those and more in the next week. So, yep. That's it for me.
Nice and quick. And did you say right away that this is the first week that you guys have sent out since the...
Correct. And it's the first week that Drew started making cold calls again on behalf of the roster. Those are based on warm responses that we've received from sending out on behalf. Andy, Todd's assistant, sends out emails on behalf of the roster, and from Todd's database, we use his to send out for other people. So Drew makes cold calls off of those, and then we try to stay in front of those people just like we would what people should do within the group, is stay in front of their warm responses and or cold calls or whatever they make, and so we try to stay in front of them, and we're trying to build that more work coming towards the roster.
And by the way, that VO Marketing Pro database, which was my database that we have them using, that's all that's a clean database. It's not purchased. It's regularly, cleaned up, unsubscribes taken out, undeliverables. We go back, locate the people, take them, put them back in with a different email address. That is our bread and butter. And it's something that we have visited every single website for. And
we haven't found a better list, a more clean list out there. So it's maybe somebody will say, well, I have one that's this. We've gone to every single one of those websites and made sure that those emails work. And if they don't, we find another one that's on there.
So, and some people say, wow, like this last year, 2023, I made $213,000 in direct email marketing income. But you have to understand, and by the way, I'm inching up toward almost $2 million, it's like 1.7 or something in direct email marketing income over all of my career. But that's not without cost. I mean, I've been paying an assistant or two, and it's cost well over $100,000 to build that.
You
that
spent
database.
hours and hours digging
Hours and hours myself.
Yeah.
Jonathan, Doug, my assistant's been working for me for 7+ years. And so it costs money. And so that's what that database is all about. It's a clean database, not purchased. Just wanted to be clear with anybody that might be hearing our database, because that can mean a whole lot of things to a whole lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough. All right. If you do have questions about the VO Marketing
Yes.
Pro roster, you can also get a hold of John at John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On to my numbers. Slow week. Dad talked about in Todd's tips working on our mindset, and it's been a good week for me because I haven't had a bad week like this in a while. I'll just remind you of my goals. I'm trying to make $307 a day and $1,500 a week. Trying to make $80,000 in voiceover alone. It's a little bit further out there, what am I trying to say? Goal than last year. I made $45,000. So I'm really trying to ramp it up and go for it. So anyway, this week I had one warm response. I had been digging for new potential clients that will go into the database.
It's nice.
So I sent out about 100 so far, and I got one warm response. That was
1%.
Nice. Yeah. 3 auditions this week, 3 jobs in voiceover, 0 new clients in direct marketing, and 0 recurring. I didn't get a job this week in direct marketing. I had 2 jobs on Upwork. One was last week, Friday, right after the numbers, $240. And then today, right before the numbers, $80. And then I had 2 Fiverr jobs, one of $8 and one of $7.
When we get to the VOMP Plus portion of things, I got a question for you or a little statement that I had, because there was something interesting that came in. You mentioned how many emails you sent out, and I just wanted to give a little story about another warm response that came in this week for someone in our group. I won't give the person's name, obviously.
In the VOMP Plus group,
in the VO Marketing Pro group.
So would you want to put that? Would you want to talk about that here or no?
No, I want to talk about something specific about that.
Okay, I'll finish my numbers then.
Yep.
And I want to piggyback off of that, because you and I had a conversation about goals and how to think about that.
Sounds good. Voice123 didn't get a job, but I had another client like my profile. So I've got 2 now. And I've got about 43 liked proposals, basically. Did 4 hours of editing for Dad. That's $80. Total this week, I made $379. I'm trying to make $1,500 a week. So this week was a tough one for me. But plenty of time to dig, plenty of time to keep checking Upwork and sending out proposals. I sent out a lot. And I'll just continue to do that, because it's a numbers game. It's a long haul mentality, and I ain't giving up after 2 years and 9 months. So hopefully next week will be a different story. So
for me, my week this year, instead of trying to make $300,000, I've cut that back to $250,000 so I can do more work with VO Marketing Pro and VO Marketing Pro Plus and be helping you too. You don't need much help, but my direct marketing income was $2,662, and my Fiverr was $1,353 for a total of $4,015. I'm trying to make $5,000 a week. That would equal $250,000 for the year. Last week, I made just a tad bit over $3,000. This week, a tad bit over $4,000. That puts me $3,000 already under what I need to make. And so that's, again, what I want to talk about when we do a deep dive with our VOMP Plus members. I want to talk about how you handle that mentally, because I've been handling that mentally for 13 years now. And Hudson's having to learn to handle that, and you're learning to handle that. And if you don't learn to handle that, you'll have a problem. So we're going to deep dive into that when we get to the VOMP Plus portion of this.
any last comments before we leave?
No, just sign up for VOMP Plus if you want to get this next kind of information. You don't know what that is. We kind of gave you a teaser there.
There are some, I think, there's a couple of teasers on VOMP.
Yeah, and
their
if
YouTube
you're
channel.
interested, I will give you information that'll kind of help.
Oh, yeah,
with that,
yeah. I know
and
what
I'd be
you're
able to
talking
help.
about. Great, yeah.
And we would enjoy adding more to the group. I think people, a resounding answer would be that this has been beneficial for those that have joined. So I think that's
it's a very close in up close and personal with a guy who's made a lot of money in voiceover alone. So I've fortunately been able to sit there and watch it as a front row seat and get your tutoring. So you get a chance to see that as well. Once again, any questions, John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com. Thank you for watching this. If you are interested in sharing your numbers with us, you can in the comments there. And if you found this informational, helpful, do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. So thanks for watching these. You can see all of our videos from the past on our YouTube channel, VO Marketing Pro. So thank you and have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.